Go Texans. Go Texans. I was at the, my family reminded me yesterday, my parents are here, and when we drove up from Austin, they reminded me that we went to the last game, in December of 2008, we went to the last Cowboy game ever at Texas Stadium. And it was so fun, and I had flown, it was a Saturday game, I had flown in, the last day of shooting in Vancouver was on a Friday. I got on the first flight out, basically went straight to the stadium. It's this big deal, and tickets were outrageously expensive, and I was so excited, and they were like bulldozing the stadium the next day, and the Ravens destroyed us. I think it was like 42-3. It was like demoralizing, and everybody was leaving. You little Raven over there, get her! Get her! No, but I just remember, and to top it off, I was sick as a dog, so I was like sitting there huddled over with a blanket over my head. This is the worst story ever. And I blame the Ravens. I blame all you Baltimoreans. Well, good morning, guys. Thanks for coming out, as always. I'll let Jensen talk.
No. Hi. Morning.
Yeah. Who else came in? Yeah, that's it. Who else came in down the LBJ freeway? Yeah. Did you leave at like 4 a.m.? You did, didn't you?
It's longer from Oklahoma to get. Actually, 2 hours to get to Texas. Took us about 3 hours to get from Denton to here.
I bet. Yeah. What are you doing in Oklahoma? Well, you're seriously sewer folks. All right.
She just yells out New Mexico.
I was wondering if you caught that. I was like, Sheboygan! No? Anybody? Surrey? Canada. All right.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who's first time? Y'all been here?
So sorry.
Yeah. There's people from New Mexico. There's a Baltimore Raven. How was everybody? Who was here that's crazy? Shepard, is he around?
Did you see Osric's costume?
Who? Shepard?
Osric?
Osric's costume.
Did you see or fairy or princess? He was Princess Bubblegum.
Princess Bubblegum. He was, alright, let's see.
He stole my outfit.
He even did a skin routine. He was up there rapping. And
He's kind of hot.
Princess, did somebody lend that to him, or was he made it? He did not tell me that when I saw him in the
He
airport.
get everybody else to cosplay. So next time. Yeah.
That kind of explains.
This is confusion. I don't, what?
He's a true geek. And he didn't get to go to Comic-Con, so he said he wanted to dress up.
He didn't get to go to
Is
Comic-Con.
this
He's
a
a
character
on a cartoon show.
anime or something? It's a cartoon.
Yeah. Princess Bubblegum.
I'm fairly certain there's a manly or cartoon character.
Is there a prince in this cartoon that he could have been, or was he just kind of rocked it?
Even an animal would have been.
He stole my hair there?
Yeah. He was better at it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the color pink threw up all over it.
Even his skin was pink.
His skin was
He painted his skin pink, yes.
I'm about to have a long, serious chat with that young man.
You know what's great is actually, we flew from Vancouver to Dallascon. They were on the same plane. And it kind of explains now, because when I saw him in the airport, he was kind of a little strange. I kind of saw him, and I had gone through the security and the this and the that, and we got a kiddo running around, so everything's crazy. And so I'm going to the gate to make sure to have all my passport info, because I hate being the guy when they're like, yeah, you're checked in. And then you go to show them your boarding pass, and they're like, oh, well, you need to get your passport certified, so you need to go to that desk over there, and then the lines. Anyways, so I'm there, and I'm waiting, and I kind of looking around, and I see Osric, and he kind of goes, just very, kind of furry thing. He probably already felt guilty about becoming Vincent Vaughn.
He probably already had his outfit on underneath the street.
It was a strange question. It was strange when he goes, so you're not...
Painted his skin?
Yes.
And nails.
Hot pink tights. Yeah. Is he...
Adam, was there an extra fee for the pink thing? Or was okay. I'm having a hard time with this one.
Amazing.
He lost a bet. Did he lose a bet with one of you? Yeah, no, Bess is on his own accord. He call him right after we're done here. What?
Boots here when he left with his regular clothes yesterday. He had the boots on when he left yesterday.
That's a secure fella.
This is what's wrong when you don't allow people like that to attend Comic-Con. It starts to come out in their personal life.
He knows he's in Dallas, right? Like, they'll shoot you here.
Wow. Well, unfortunately, Jared and I did not bring our pink outfits.
Whoa. You didn't. That's weird now.
I'm so confused.
So what else?
I mean, Oscar confused me normally.
Yeah.
You know?
This might be like the double negative thing where he's already confusing, so now it kind of explains it with the second level of confusion.
Oh, it explains some stuff. I'll tell you that. That is for sure.
Oscar's funny. Did somebody figure out who he was in the Harlem Shake video, or did he tell?
He said.
Yeah, I know, I remember. I don't know if y'all all know.
Well, the funny thing was he wasn't working that day.
He wasn't working.
He actually drove all the way out to Boundary Bay Airport, which for those of you who don't know is how it's a trip outside of Vancouver.
And we were there early.
And we were there very early. We were doing very early, and he was talking to me, and I was like, "Yeah, you better get out here." So he's like, "All right, I'm on my way." And he shows up, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be the one with the body bag." I'm like, "Well, you could have phoned that way. You didn't have to drive all the way out here to be completely unrecognizable." Yeah. I'm like, why didn't you send your buddy and just say it was you?
Yeah. And I think what's funny also is he kind of looked at us like, wait, like people don't do that? I think Jensen and I, after so many years, when we get a day off, we'll sort of like drive as far away from set as possible, just to be as far away from work as possible. So never would we think on our day off to wake up at 4 a.m. to drive to Boundary Bay and be like, oh, I'm going to be unrecognizable in body bag. Why are you here? He's a champ. He also reminded me when he saw me at the airport and didn't reveal that he was going to be dressed in pink, that the day, his first day on set was the night Jen went into labor. So he was like, yeah, so that's pretty big, huh? He's bigger than I am now. He's in the team. And I was like, yeah, man, I was on set one time. He was like, I know, you were chasing me. We were at the Riverview Asylum. You were running around chasing me. All of a sudden, you were like, see you later. It's true. It was like a scene where Sam's chasing him, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, she's pregnant. And I just kind of keep running to the car with Clippy and headed down to craziness that will become labor. Well, short of dressing in pink, we can't get that exciting. But does anybody have first-timers out there, regulars? I see a woman with a baby in the back. Hi, how are you? Did you want to yell something at us, or just wave?
She's just waving.
Oh, nice. Well, hi there. Well, that was very sweet. I thought you were going to be like, hey, hold my baby. Which I would have. But when Tom smells, you know how dogs, you know you have dogs in here? Yeah. You know when you've like played with another dog and you get home and your dog's like, what's that? That's how Tom is with babies. I mean, I'll carry like JJ or something, and then I get home and Tom's like, that's not my smell. That's not my poop. He talks. I saw a hand over here. Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Jensen.
Hi.
Hi.
I have two things to say. First of all, Jared, you did a phenomenal job with a finale.
Thank you. Thank you.
I do not cry unless
sorry? Don't hold it against me. No, thank you very much. It means a lot. Thank you.
But my question is for Jen.
Oh, I'm not here.
I love everything about Purgatory.
That's not a question.
The preface to the
I know, I overkill.
I love everything about Purgatory. I thought it was fantastically shot, fantastically acted. And I want to know what was your favorite thing about Purgatory? Or that storyline?
I agree. I really liked just the whole storyline down there. I liked but I think my favorite thing was probably the treatment that they did on the film. That really kind of over contrasty, grainy type of treatment. It's actually kind of like the stuff that we did in season 1, just oversaturated. This is probably getting a little too technical for people who, like, no, we wanted to know like about Benny and stuff like that, which is great. But yeah, just in watching it, I really enjoyed the treatment, the way, the look of it, and how contrasty and rich and desaturated it was. I don't know. I wish we would do more of that stuff, but now we've kind of used it. And so I don't know. Maybe we can find ways to use it again. But what I didn't, in the same answer, I will say what I didn't like about it the most, and that was the amount of blood that I had to constantly wear on my face, because as some of you know, that stuff gets really sticky after a while, because it's just basically corn syrup. And I had made the mistake in the beginning, in the opener, the season opener last year, of just telling my makeup artist, Sabrina, I was like, listen, let's just go for it. I mean, this is, it's a one-time deal. I'm getting out of purgatory. It's a one-time, let's cake it on. Let's go. Let's go big. It's a season opener.
Dum 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 dum.
And then I started reading in the outlines, oh, flashback to purgatory. Oh, flashback to purgatory. So I kind of shut myself in the foot with that one, but yeah, that kind of got old very quickly. But I did like the action and the way it was shot, and I did like working with Ty. That was really a lot of fun.
Well, it kind of sucks that you had to go through the whole thing, but it looked great. So.
Thank you. And yes, I will say that the end product, I was happy with the way it looked. It's just it sucked getting there.
For the first timers, also, all of us who have been knowing each other for many years, that's one of the only joys we get, is hoping that somebody who has nothing to do with Supernatural is walking outside of the doors hearing about our time in purgatory. It's one of the true joys of doing this. Sometimes the doors will be open and you can tell somebody's just like got in from the airport. They're like, what are these people talking about? When I was in hell and Lucifer was in me, I didn't feel like covering their children's ears and shut them down. There will be moments like that. Over there on the left.
Jared, I really admire your all of your acting. You're my favorite.
Thank you. Do I need to pay you both? Go ahead. Listen, I will relax. I came out guns blazing, so now
I love the compliment sandwich. Jared, you're fantastic. We love you. Jensen. And then right back to it, but Jared, we love you. You really,
So what's it like to work with Mark Shepard?
You and I share a talent apparently because you did it on the season 8 gag reel, and it's this eye thing, and I was wondering if you could, of course, how like this hair.
well, I have a very large advantage when there's a camera that's 6 feet from my face. I'm not sure that any of you guys will
see in the back.
What do you want me to do? You want me to cross my eyes? Is that? It's kind of disgusting. Well, sometimes I like to just do my off-camera to Jared, and I'll be talking, and I'll just let one eye just kind of. What? I don't know. Which one am I talking to? Is it?
And you know I can't hold it together, so
You're welcome.
you're welcome. In the back, we have some standers. Sure.
I'm just going to make this short. You two
Did you say we have some standards?
Standards!
Okay.
Used to him.
Oh, thank you. No, no, no. Thank you.
We're happy to hear it.
We have never seen a show or characters that are so much like us. Like, we were depressed, we named ourselves, we found supernatural and everything's better now.
Wow.
Thank you a lot. That's, I don't think there are even words to say. I'm glad we found each other.
And we'll pass that along too, because it's not just he and I that make it happen. It's you know, the writers are incredibly in taking our characters places, and the crew are fantastic in capturing what we can do, and it's so thank you, and on behalf of the whole show, thanks for that. It's a big compliment. Well, we're glad you are here.
Well, yeah.
Good to see you. What? Yes, right in the back there.
Standard?
What's that?
Misha was telling us a story yesterday about how Jared was not going to be on set and he was glad because he said y'all were going to get to it quick. And the sun was setting and you wouldn't let, you kept saying something to him, you wouldn't let it go on.
You gotta tell me.
You know I got your back when you're not there. Yeah? I said what?
I want to know what you said to him because you wouldn't tell us what you said.
Oh, I don't know if I can say that.
Apparently you could, at least once.
Yeah, my surrogate family's here, so I can't really.
We have basically just stopped short of like rubbing gunpowder residue on his suitcases before he flies. There are so many things we want to do to Misha. If anybody has any like plutonium extract that we can shove into a suitcase before he flies back, we'll pay top dollar.
There was a scene, and like Dean hadn't seen that in a little while. This is the scene that we had, and so I come up to him and I order something from him, not to give too much away. And let's just say that I changed the order a few times on his coverage, and
I can imagine.
And instead of giving his response, which was like, you know, oh wow, I didn't expect to see you kind of thing, it was just a and then we'd be like, cut, go. I'm like, what? It totally works. It's just a little different than.
We should concentrate, Misha.
Yeah, I don't know. He's too easy. It's just, you know, it's just like a little puppy. You just bat him around a little bit.
Kick him a little.
Yeah. Jared likes to throw him against the wall.
Yeah.
I tend to just bat him around and then, okay, all right, I'll let you. Maybe I'll tell you later.
We'll go over here because yes. You mean in the season? So she was saying basically Dean and Sam went through a bunch of changes at the end of season 8, especially. Well, y'all will see in a couple weeks exactly how it happens. But long story short, we don't pick up exactly where we left off in season 8, but we pick up very shortly thereafter. And obviously, we saw something. Whatever happened to Sam in that church is hurting him pretty good, as we say in Texas. hurting them real good. So we have to see the brothers team in a way that they kind of didn't expect and wouldn't have signed up for had they had the opportunity or the choice. More than that, I'm getting sued. So thank you. Yes.
Jason, you're so hot.
I'm actually pretty cool today. Thank you for noticing it.
Who put you up to that?
That's what we call the old bait and switch right there. What's it like working with Mark Shepard?
Half the damn time we're translating because he's speaking British. What? Say it again. Carrie. That's right. The season 8 gag reel came out. It's pretty funny.
Mark's great. Look, he's one of these guys who is he's really fun to work with because it kind of elevates the game. It's like it's like if you're playing one-on-one with somebody who really doesn't know how to play and it gets really boring really quickly. Mark knows how to play, and so what that does is that just increases the enjoyment of the game. So when we're working together, it's fun because he really knows his stuff, and there's a lot. We've been very fortunate to have a lot of people on our show that really know how to play well.
And we've tried to get under his skin, but unfortunately he can take it. We're like, shut it.
Yeah, he's less breakable than Misha.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, Misha gets the brunt of the pranks, or the lion's share anyway. And Mark just he's happy to be a bystander. Most of them.
Yeah. He and Jim Beaver are champs. They're tough to break.
Yeah, they are. They are tough. They're pros.
We'll figure it out soon enough.
That's good. Thanks. Yes.
Can you tell us about the wine company of yours?
Oh, well, we're looking into. Well, basically, we've he introduced me to wine way back in the day, and so we've always kind of talked about it. And so now it's still in pretty early stages, but we're looking to put out a wine that we would drink that we hope you guys would enjoy. Anybody like wine in here? All right, well then you'll love this. But yeah, it's really early too.
Whiskey.
Whiskey. Mix it with whatever you want. Yes.
Where'd you go?
I just
said yes. Yes.
New Mexico.
How about it?
Yes, thank you.
Will you throw a party if his metabolism ever slows down?
Yeah, and I'll make him eat everything. Be like, I don't think his metabolism will ever slow down, so that's probably a long way to go. Yeah.
Hollow leg. Way in the back. You're still standing. Hi. Yes, you're still shorter. You have no accent.
South Korea.
It's like, hi.
My question is, we've seen a lot of different versions of Steve and Sam. Now, if all the versions of your characters were in a room, who would win in a fight? Soul Sam!
Yeah, he's pretty mean.
Vampire.
There was an episode where I played a guy named Lucifer. Rumor has it he's pretty tough. So I gotta kind of, I think Lucifer probably would have a good chance.
I don't know. You put a gym coach with a volleyball in his hand. He's I'm just saying, dodgeball is a mean sport. Lucifer might have his hands full.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
I said, I don't know.
Be a toss-up.
Take a gym coach and put a volleyball.
Well, enjoy the trip back to South Korea. That's awesome. Really?
I hope you have that energy when you land.
Wow. Well, thank you for coming out. Cheers, of course. Right there. Yes. Fight. Well, Jared thinks so. Well, first off, we both love Jeff. He's an awesome guy. I think
That's not what she asked.
I know. Preface. As a character, I think it kind of blissfully worked out that he turned out to be absentee. It made Dean and Sam. It forced them to explore a side that they would not have had to explore if the father was still in the picture. I think because, strangely enough, because Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a handsome guy and he got on Grey's Anatomy and then they wanted to do movies, the script started being written more about Sam and Dean. And so I think, luckily, John is dead. Unfortunately, I mean... No, but I'm saying, had John been in the picture, it would have been Dean and Dad and Sam, and we still wouldn't have had. I think the fact that the brothers had to rely on each other is what's brought people to us that have been able to connect, and the fact that you are you're joining forces with a friend, a family member, whoever it needs to be, because you don't have anybody else. And when you don't have anybody else, the story isn't about two kids who grew up in a trust fund house and had everything thrown their way and had nannies and parents and butlers and then decided to go do something. This is about people who had nothing.
That's Gossip Girl. Wrong show.
That's But this show is about two guys who had nothing and had to team up to try and, in spite of what they've gone through, make the world a better place.
Yep.
Sucks.
Well, yeah, obviously there's probably differing opinions, as far as Sam and Dean go. I mean, obviously Dean looked up to his dad a ton, learned a lot, and I think that what he learned from his father kind of gave him the basis of who he is. But then, as we've seen over the past 8 years, he's taken that base and kind of embellished on it, and he's become his own man. That said, I'm sure he would have loved for his father to be there to help him through the times when he needed help the most. But I think that, like Jared said, that's when he had to turn to his brother and rely on him. And so I think for the story's sake, the father had to go in order for the brothers to really come together and bond the way that they have over the past 8 years. Selfishly, Jensen would have loved to have, I think Jared too, would have loved to have Jeff around more, because we really enjoyed working with him. Like I was talking about, Mark and people that really, really know how to, are true professionals in their craft as actors. Jeff is fantastic in that regard.
He's also a fun dude.
So we miss him terribly on set, but as far as the story goes, I think it was a necessity for him to have to go. So, good question. Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
Yes, right here. All right.
So on Instagram, they have Woman Crush Wednesday and Man Crush Monday. So obviously, your beautiful and talented wives would be your Woman Crush Wednesday. Who would be your Man Crush Monday?
Ooh.
What's Instagram?
Exactly. We just had this talk. I think Hugh Jackman's badass.